5 of history's creepiest pictures, and their equally disturbing backstories. The death of Robert Overaker. While countless attempts at traversing Niagara Falls have been made over the years, Robert Overaker had an admirable reason for attempting his crossing: to raise awareness for the homeless. Unfortunately, his October 1995 attempt didn't go as planned. Overaker planned to ride through the water on a jet ski and then open the parachute on his back as he went over the edge and let his vehicle plummet down into the river below the falls. But when his parachute failed to open, it was the 39-year-old Californian who fell 180 feet to his demise. "It's like hitting cement," said Niagara Park's police officer Thomas Dedenbeck of Overaker's last moment alive. "I don't really think people respect the power of the falls." The nuclear shadows of Hiroshima. On August 6, 1945, the United States of America dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. And for some of the approximately 80,000 people who lost their lives, only a nuclear shadow remained. When the bomb detonated at 1,900 feet above the city center, the subsequent explosion caused temperatures of 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit to annihilate nearly everything within 1,600 feet of the bomb's blast zone. Almost anything and anyone within a mile was destroyed. The bomb's light and heat were so extreme that they bleached the city's exposed surfaces, except in places where an unsuspecting person shielded the building or sidewalk or bridge from the blast with their own body in their final moments alive. Vintage Halloween costume. From dull masks and bags over heads to this terrifyingly enlarged skull getup, children's Halloween costumes of decades past made for some intensely creepy pictures that remain disturbing even today. Radium girls. Hundreds of young girls and women who worked in American watch factories during the 1920s were exposed to so much radium that they came home glowing in the dark. The prolonged exposure to radium, used in the luminous paint that coated the watch faces, caused their vertebrae to collapse, their jaws to swell up and fall off, and their lives to slowly end in agony while battling cancer. The creepy image of the Soviet scientist and his two-headed dog. In 1959, Soviet scientist Vladimir Demikhov actually managed to create a two-headed dog. After 23 tries that left his canine subjects dead in short order, he was finally able to achieve a small measure of success. He grafted one head onto the other's body, sewed their circulatory systems together, and connected their vertebrae with plastic strings. After the procedure was completed, both heads could hear, see, smell, and swallow. Sadly, his methods were still relatively crude and the dog only lived 4 days before dying. While his research was a pioneering foray into head transplantation, experts debate the ethics of such procedures to this day.